Hello friends, we are back in Bosnia. Today we'll revisit Sutjeska National Park, which is located within República Srpska borders. The park is about 2 hours away from Sarajevo. In its own right, Sutjeska is one of the remaining vestiges of socialist Eastern Europe. Park's centerpiece is an imposing memorial complex commemorating one of the most significant World War II battles in Yugoslav history. Sutjeska also contains numerous smaller monuments and notable sites. Let's explore them together. Following invasion of Yugoslavia in April 1941, the various resistance groups emerged. The partisans, the backbone of which made up Communist Party of Yugoslavia, quickly became a formidable force fighting Axis, occupiers and their allies. On July 4th, 1941, Central Committee of Communist Party of Yugoslavia issued a decree calling on the Yugoslav people to resist Nazi invaders. In late July, partisans were able to liberate large area in present-day southwestern Serbia around town of Užice. By autumn 1941, however, Germans recaptured the area, driving partisan formations into northern Montenegro and eastern Bosnia. Nevertheless, German High Command remained concerned with the partisan activities. Germans feared that the Allies would open a second front in the Balkans and Mediterranean region. Hitler issued multiple directives in late 1942 ordering that, quote, the Serbian conspirators must be destroyed, end quote, by the means of, quote, master of close methods, end quote. By early 1943, orders for Operation Weiss were finalized. We'll tell more about that battle in the future video. By mid-spring, partisans were able to outmaneuver Axis in the Battle of Neretva. A new operation, Schwarz, was then devised. In May 1943, about 20,000 partisans found themselves surrounded in the valleys of Sutjeska and Drinu rivers. Axis group, under command of General Rudolf Luters, attempted to trap the partisans in Sutjeska area, slowly squeezing the encirclement around them until partisans were to be destroyed. Anywhere between 100 to 120,000 German, Italian, Croatian and various other Nazi underling soldiers, with the help of aviation and heavy artillery, descended on partisan formations on May 15, 1943. For the next month, a game of cat and mouse ensued. Continuously, partisans, while sustaining heavy losses, were able to outmaneuver Axis forces. Vladimir Dedijer, Yugoslav historian and Titus confidant, describes the battle as follows. In the bitter battle of Sutjeska in 1943, the divisions of Germans, Italians, and Ustasha surrounded 20,000 partisans in the mountains around the Sutjeska river. About 7,000 of our people were wounded. I was among them, and another 7,000 died, including a great number of wounded that the enemy slaughtered mercilessly. Following nearly a month of fighting, 2 of the partisan divisions were able to break through encirclement. Most of partisan high command, including Tito and Dedijer, escaped to continue the resistance. 3rd Partisan Division was, however, wiped out. In addition, roughly 1,200 locals were subsequently slaughtered by the Axis in the reprisal killings. Even though partisans lost 7,500 fighters, Battle of Sutjeska demonstrated partisans' resolve and tenacity. The battle tied down over 100,000 of Axis soldiers that could not have been used in other fronts. Partisans gained prestige not only among enslaved Yugoslavs, but also with the Allied forces, who switched the support of nationalist Chetniks in favor of communist partisans. The spomenik was unveiled in 1971. Its design was completed by Miodrag Živković and Ranko Radović. Josip Broz Tito took an active role in reviewing and approving the project. A mass burial of 3,301 partisan fighters who perished during the Battle of Sutjeska is located in front of the monument. Sutjeska remained the site of celebration and commemoration in Yugoslavia. General Luters died in Soviet prison following Soviet victory in World War II. Another Axis general who was in charge of Operation Schwarz, Alexander Löhr, was tried and executed in Yugoslavia in 1947 for the crimes against Yugoslav people. Winding roads take me farther into primeval forest. Hard to imagine that this place of breathtaking beauty and tranquility saw carnage and warfare some 80 years ago. Additional smaller monuments, grim mementos of bloodshed, are scattered throughout the park. Let's now visit a few of them. Savin Grob. We are coming upon the grave of Sava Kovacevic, a partisan leader from Montenegro, where he was instrumental in organizing partisan movement. On July 13, 1941, Sava Kovacevic was among 30,000 communists and anti-fascists who participated in large uprising against Italian occupiers in Montenegro. Later in the war, Kovacevic partisan brigade fought in Montenegro, Bosnia, and in Herzegovina. During the fateful Battle of Sutjeska, Kovacevic commanded the doomed 3rd Division that found itself completely encircled by the enemy. Kovacevic led the charge and was gunned down by the German machine gun. Most of the 3rd Division was destroyed. Many wounded soldiers and partisans committed suicide in lieu of being taken prisoners by German troops. Savin Grob complex was completed in 1987. Unfortunately, as with other spomeniks, the site is largely neglected. Picturesque Borovno Meadow was the site of a bloody engagement. On June 5, 1943, forces of Kragujevac battalion came face to face with the German 118th Jaeger Division that attempted to encircle the partisans. Kragujevac battalion was able to not only repel the attack, but also push enemy forces back, clearing large area and paving the way for Tito's escape from Sutjeska. 19 partisans died, including Sheriff Loyo, a young partisan hero who distinguished himself in numerous prior battles in Western Herzegovina, fighting Chetniks, Germans, and Ustasha. The 19 partisans were buried here at Borovno. Loyo was later named Yugoslav National Hero. The present-day memorial was completed in 1989. We are coming upon the burial place of Nuria Pozderac, who was a politician in pre-war Yugoslavia. He was of Bosnian descent, being opposed to the genocidal policies of Ustashi puppet state. Pozderac joined partisans in 1941. On June 8, 1943, in the final days of Battle of Sutjeska, Pozderac was wounded during aerial bombardment and died from his wounds on June 12th. After the end of the war, Nuria Pozderac was named Yugoslav National Hero. Think this would be a good time to finish. Previously, I made a shorter video about Sutjeska monument, but I was dissatisfied. This longer and detailed video is replacing it. Sutjeska is a magical park composed of history and magnificent, awe-inspiring nature. Stay tuned for an upcoming video about my visit to Jablonitsa and the Battle of Neretva Museum.